Good morning. If everybody can take a seat. Please take a seat. I don't want to yell at everybody. Good morning. Please find a seat. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class 429. It's such a joy to see all of you here today celebrating the incredible achievements of our graduates and their amazing canine companions. To start off the ceremony, I would like to invite the Girl Scouts to the stage to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Audience attention, please stand. The flag will be coming down the center aisle and up onto the stage. The flag will be posted on the left. Color guard advanced. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, salute the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed. Please be seated.
Thank you, ladies. My name is Cheryl Herman, the Assistant Director of Programs. It's an honor to stand before you as we mark this remarkable milestone. Before we dive into celebrating our graduates and their exceptional dogs, I would like to take a moment to recognize our newest breeders who have played a vital role in this journey. We proudly introduce Holmes, a male yellow lab raised by Vicky, Keegan, another male yellow lab raised by Suzanne and Jeff, Zed, a yellow male Labrador raised by Sarah Berry. Congratulations to their raisers. Your commitment has laid a foundation for these dogs, and we appreciate your hard work and dedication. Bringing these remarkable dogs to the stage is a testament of the strong community that surrounds us. We wouldn't be here today celebrating the graduation of 12 guide and service dogs teams without the contributions of many dedicated individuals. To our breeding staff, breeding hosts, and hundreds of volunteers who have lovingly cared for our broods, studs, and neonate pups, please stand. Your efforts in nurturing and socializing these dogs are truly invaluable. Please stand if you have a part of that. Next, I want to acknowledge our Head Start volunteers, canine development team, area leaders, and puppy raisers. Please stand so we can recognize you. You are the heartbeat of each working dog's journey, and the countless hours, love, and dedication you pour into these dogs is immeasurable. Let's not forget our kennel and vet department, our kennel department and vet department. Please stand so we can express our gratitude to you for ensuring that our dogs are kept in tip-top shape, enriched, fed, and loved. Your work is vital to their health and happiness. Please stand. Now a special shout out to our trainers, Nicole, Sean, Sonia, Sean, Annalise, and our incarcerated trainers. Your dedication and passion for these dogs and preparing them for the future recipients are truly commendable. Thank you for your hard work. Please stand. To our admin and maintenance team, you are the backbone that keeps the daily operations running smoothly and our campus functioning. Please stand so we can thank you for everything you do. Lastly, a huge shout out to our campus volunteers. Whether you clean kennels, help with events, or transport dogs wherever they need to go, your generosity and commitment do not go unnoticed. We are incredibly grateful for your support, so please stand so we can recognize you. Today, as we honor the graduates and their extraordinary service dogs, let us celebrate the incredible community that has brought us together. Thank you all for being here and for your unwavering support in fostering the bonds between these remarkable dogs and their future partners. At this time, I'd like to welcome Tony Blevins, Assistant Director, to the stage.
Good morning or good afternoon, according to where you're at. Welcome to Sylmar, California, our 7.5 beautiful acres here. I am Tony Blevins, Assistant Director of Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines. President and Director Russ Gitling cannot make it today due to scheduling conflicts, but he sends all the best to the graduates, two-legged and four-legged. I first want to say a few words about Russ, who had the vision to expand a school that had provided only guide dogs for 70 years. His goal has always been finding ways to put more highly trained service dogs in the hands of people who needed them, which is the core mission of GDA TLC. If you have not heard, I am proud to share that I will assume the president and director role in January of next year. Thank you. A little bit about me. I am a disabled veteran, proudly served the United States Marine Corps 4 years. Simplify. 2 years Marine Corps Reserve. From there, I went into the Alabama National Guard, where I reached the rank of a Staff NCO, where I also enrolled in college and completed a couple of degrees. I then applied for Army Officer Candidate School and graduated as the top honor graduate of my class. I remained active duty, reserve guard status with helicopter aviation and heavy combat arms, and commanding modern battlefield tanks as well. And while also employed at Fort Novosel, formerly Fort Rucker, Alabama, in the helicopter maintenance test flight section, performing helicopter maintenance test flights. Additionally, I was elected and worked as a District 75 business representative for many years, a local lodge president, 2003 of the IM in AW, a Grand Lodge representative, where I went on to be an aerospace coordinator, on to working for the international president. During this time, I met my lovely wife, Teresa. Where are you at? Who is my partner on this wonderful journey. I'll tell a little bit about Teresa's story real quick. Teresa and I were always doing fundraisers for GDA. We thought this was an excellent charity of choice while I was working as aerospace coordinator in the local lodge level. And we were doing this for about 10 years, and Teresa had great eyesight, no issues. She also worked out on the military base, and she left work on a Friday and woke up Saturday morning totally blind. So she went through a roller coaster for about a year of different surgeries, and they told her that she got just a little bit of sight left in one eye, and they told her that was all they could do, that was the best. And she said, well, no, that's not all we can do. I can go to GDA and get me a guide dog. So she now has guide dog Delilah. Her first guide dog was Cambria, and then she had Mamba, and then she had wonderful Asia. So during this time, we both recognized what an honor and privilege it is to be able to join you in this incredible journey today. So I am ready and motivated by the incredible people who pour their hearts and souls into this incredible journey every day. So the one thing I do want to thank is all the wonderful puppy raisers and the sponsors today. So give you an applause. Thank you. So as we move on, we're going to do a flag presentation. So next, it is my privilege to recognize our veterans in this class with a small token of our appreciation. So on behalf of Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines, we would like to present you with this flag to thank you for your honorable service to our country. So first up today is U.S. Army veteran Anthony. Anthony. Anthony is a service-connected disabled veteran who served 7 years in the United States Army. Now he works as a Veterans Program Manager for a tribal nation where he uses his unique experience in being both a Native American and veteran to address the needs of other veterans in the community. Next, retired Air Force Staff Sergeant Fred. Fred was a crew chief on the camouflage C-130s from 1967 to 1971 in the midst of the Vietnam War. Next, U.S. Army veteran Jose. Jose served in the Army from 2003 to 2007, stationed in Manieri, Germany, Iraq, and Fort Hood, Texas. His rank was specialist. Jose was injured October 31, 2005, in a roadside explosion while providing security for a convoy. Next, we have Montana. Montana served in the United States Army 6 years, active duty specialist, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, pharmacy technician, NCOIC of inpatient pharmacy operations and PX pharmacies, community outreach rep for FLLW, MedVac. So I will move on to sponsorships, class 429. Before I get into today's sponsorships, I want to make note that Montana works for Lockheed Martin, who has been a great partner and generous sponsor over the many years. We can't thank them enough for all they do to support our veterans. So moving on, it is always a pleasure to acknowledge and thank our kind sponsors who show up for this time and time again. This time around, we are keeping it lean, and we have puppy sponsorships we would like to acknowledge. These donors contribute $5,000 to sponsor a puppy from the time it leaves the nursery with the puppy raiser until it returns to campus for formal training. They follow its progress through reports that the puppy raisers puts together or via a Facebook page dedicated to the sponsor. In case any of you would like that up close and personal connection and would like to sponsor a puppy, we would love to hear from you. Catherine's back here somewhere. Where's Catherine? And Teresa, give them a call. We would like to thank Sepulveda Building Materials for their sponsorship of Grizzly. This company, headed by our friend Janie Connors, has supported us for many years and has sponsored more puppies than we can count. They do this through an annual golf tournament where they match the funds raised, and each year it becomes bigger and better, and we are the beneficiaries of this generosity. To Gwen and Bob Winston for the great job they did raising this terrific dog. Thank you. We also want to congratulate and thank you two more puppy sponsors whose puppies have now become part of our breeder program, The Gift That Keeps Giving. The Tri-County Mustang Club are proud sponsors of Holmes. And Dan and Rosalind Hudock, who also sponsors of Keegan. And we cannot forget our class donors, They also sponsored Puppy, but the pup ended up being career changed. Today, we would like to thank the Staten family. Princess Cruises. David and Jackie Joseph Lawrence. For the puppy sponsorships of Farah, Lido, and Jay Lee. Finally, we would like to thank the following for their harness and vest sponsorships: Connecting and Caring Community Vest sponsorship for Marley. Ted and Janice King harness sponsorship for Anna's and Oona. And special acknowledgement, as always, we want to give a special thank you to the National Charity League San Fernando Valley Chapter. NCL's dedicated members are on hand at every graduation, providing and serving the refreshments, assisting the family members and guests, and generosity, helping whenever they can. Thank you, NCL. For events, we quickly wanted to share our events calendar for the year. You can find these listed on our events tab on our website. October 26th, graduation. November 14, 16, GDA TLC Charity Weekend Banquet. December 3rd, Giving Tuesday. And last, due to time constraints for an upcoming solar project we have here on campus, Dinner in the Dark has been postponed until the spring of 2025. So with that, I would like to introduce Nicole Maples, Manager, Service Dog Program.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Nicole Maples. I'm the manager of the Service Dog Program, and I have the pleasure of introducing Class 429 Service Dog graduates today. First, I want to start by saying thank you to my team, Sonia, Sean, Jess, Hannah, Cheryl. All of you guys have been essential in preparing this class and making the class be smooth and successful. I would like to also thank Chef Louie, Chef Steve, Terry, Lisa, and Jacob for caring and feeding us throughout our time here. They keep everything in the dorms running great. Graduates, these past 10 days, we've pushed you guys out of your comfort zones and really challenged you. But you've all been committed, stuck to it, and put the work in. I'm proud of you guys. I've had a blast with you, and I'm excited for your new journeys. Just remember, when things get really tough, just zoom me in, Poopy, and we'll be good. All right. We're going to start with a slideshow from our service dog team's journey through class, and Sean is going to narrate that for us.
Testing. Hello, everyone. My name's Sean. I'm one of the service dog trainers down in San Diego. I've had the pleasure of working with our service dog teams over the last 10 days, and we'll see a slideshow of some wonderful pictures over the last week and a half. So first, we're introducing Anthony and his new adventure buddy, Marley, a beautiful yellow lab who is showing off her flexibility in a bow here. On the left, we see Anthony and Marley strolling down the Santa Monica Pier, with Nicole looking slightly confused in the background. And on the right, we see them stylishly walking at Lake Balboa. In both photos, Marley is wondering when they can stop so she can give Anthony his hourly dose of 500 kisses. The next team I'll introduce is Celina and Princess Elsie, who is a gorgeous golden retriever sitting so elegantly next to Celina. In this photo on the left, we see Celina and Elsie searching for the perfect souvenir to bring home to Elsie's new best friend. And on the right, we see Celina happily relaxing at Lake Balboa, while Elsie is wondering why there isn't a wind machine present to make her look like Beyonce in this picture. Next up, we see Jose hugging his new teammate Didi, who is an adorable yellow lab, and she is staring longingly at the play yard, hoping that Jose takes her over there. In this picture on the right, we see Jose and Didi walking together at Lake Balboa, and on the left, we see Jose and Didi posing on Santa Monica Pier. Didi politely requested that Jose take her on the Ferris wheel while they share a funnel cake, but the trainers unfortunately denied their request. Didi will be contacting the manager. Our next team we see is Montana and this delightful yellow lab, Sasha, who looks like she's giving Montana kisses, but is actually just whispering her barbecue order to Montana for when they get back to Dallas. On the right, we see Montana and Sasha looking happy as a clam at Lake Balboa because Sasha can't wait to be the only dog at her new home, getting all the love and attention. But on the left, we see Montana and Sasha at Santa Monica Pier, right after Sasha found out that there's actually 3 other dogs at home. But she knows she'll get to spend extra quality time with Montana, which makes everything better. Now we see the unbeatable team that is Nate and Duncan, who is a very fetching yellow lab. We see Duncan is asking Nate for a fist bump, but Nate didn't want to touch Duncan's paw with his nose. On the left, we see Duncan and Nate having a blast at Santa Monica Pier, with Nicole still looking slightly confused in the background. On the right, we see Nate walking with Duncan at Lake Balboa, while Nate prepares Duncan for his life at his new home with 4 kids. But that's okay, because these two combined radiate enough energy and enthusiasm for their whole family and then some. Our final team that I will introduce is Sheila and the most handsome black lab, Kato, who is bowing in front of Sheila just before laying down before his bi-hourly nap. On the left, we see Sheila and Kato at Santa Monica Pier perusing souvenirs just after getting out of the photo booth together. And on the right, we see Sheila and Kato at Lake Balboa following their conversation about Kato's new home in Alaska. Kato isn't quite sure what a moose is, but he really hopes they can be friends. It's been a joy and a pleasure getting to know all these service dog teams this week, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I can't wait to see what adventures you all go on with your new best friends.
Class has been fun. All right, let's get to the stars of the show. I'm gonna start by introducing first Anthony and veteran service dog Marley. Anthony is a service-connected disabled veteran who served 7 years in the United States Army. He now works as a veterans program manager for a tribal nation where he uses his unique experience in being both a Native American and veteran to address the needs of other veterans in the community. Please welcome Anthony.
Okay. Nitanikum istuksu. Nitya pisin. Kasim. Anthony. Notutu. Montana. Nitsito B. Washington State. Gitsi motso. Ma. Wa. Hello. My name is Anthony. My native name is Mountain Warrior. I come from Montana, but I live in Washington State. Greetings to you all. I want to thank GDA TLC for this eye-opening experience. I was provided with Marley as a veteran service dog for TBI and PTSD. I've already felt the impact of having Marley in my life. She gives me hope as I continue on this path of healing. want to specifically thank the puppy raisers, Sherry and Victoria. I'm honored to have you as a part of Marley and I's story. A big thank you to the trainers in prison for preparing Marley for all the great adventures she'll have going forward. Thanks to all the staff here who we've worked with day to day in preparing us and educating us, but also those that we don't regularly get to see. The ones whose hard work goes into each of these dogs, ensuring each one of them has the best life possible. Aho.
All right, Marley was raised by Sherry and Victoria, so let's invite them up now.
Thank you. I'm Sherry. When we picked up Marley, Miss M, to those who follow Victoria's blog, she was 9-week-old, cute, fluffy yellow lab. She was named after the late beloved dog of a friend of Victoria's who died 4 years ago tomorrow. She was our first puppy in training, and we had no idea if we would be successful, and we had no idea how to train a dog. But this great village here at GDA TLC, and especially our area leaders, Pam and Bob, helped us along the way. I also want to send a shout out to all the volunteers and staff here. We just could not be as successful as we are without all of you. So, Marley. She wasn't perfect, but she was always attentive. If you corrected her behavior, she almost never did that behavior again. She loved going out in the world, experiencing so many different places. Some of them included the ice rink, church. She would sit with me in the choir sometimes. We went to Dodger Stadium for a tour and for a game. All the parks in Santa Clarita we could go to, and also downtown LA. She was sweet, lovable, and full of energy, and not very cuddly. She also couldn't hold her liquor. It's a good thing Anthony's okay with that, because that hasn't changed. She could be quite the drama queen, but she was always happy. We tried to get her in the puppy pool during the hottest days of summer, but instead, Marley would drink from it. She did love lying out back on our grass and just watching and listening to the world. There was one time she was away from us for almost 5 weeks, and when we picked her up, she was so happy to see us that I swear she purred in the car. She learned this from our cat. They got along very well. And the purring, I have the proof. It's on video. They could actually be in the same room with each other and even on the same pet bed. It was really Marley's bed, but sometimes May would stop and plop herself right in the middle. Marley would come over, circle around, do a little harumph, but she would squeeze herself around the cat and they would sleep together. So, Anthony, Miss M, you have matured into a beautiful service dog with that dark caramel coat of yours, and we just wish you all the best and many happy years together. Thank you.
All right, Marley was trained at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainers Alfonso Matas and Thomas Applegate, and we have a video from them now.
Hi, my name's Alfonso Matas, and these are my secondaries. And we're on Team Marley. That's you guys.
My name's Thomas Applegate, and thank you RJD and Guide Dogs of America for the opportunity to train with Marley. Marley's a great dog, smart, high energy. She's going to be a really good service dog for somebody.
My name is David Shahovich. I worked with Marley for 5 or 6 months, and we worked well together. It was a very humbling experience to work with Marley. She's a good dog, and she's willing to learn. She'll be a good dog wherever she goes. Thank you.
We'd also like to thank the rest of the program, all the guys that participated in making this possible for Marley.
All right, next up, we're going to introduce Celina with autism service dog Elsie. Celina, a dedicated mother to her autistic daughter Sophie, works together with service dog Elsie. The team assists Sophie in daily activities, and their partnership allows Sophie to navigate the world more confidently and securely. With the help of their loyal service dog, the family redefines inclusion every day. Let's welcome Celina.
Hi, my name is Celina, and as they said, I have a daughter who's autistic. She's 7 years old. She's a wonderful, energetic kid who has had a lot of challenges in her 7 years. So I would like to thank Elsie. Sorry, Elsie. I would like to thank everyone who makes this program possible. Kids like Sophie are very often excluded, very often forgotten. And to know that every one of you here has had a part in making her life better, I don't know how to thank you. There are no words. Okay, sorry. I'd like to thank all the staff here. We have had a wonderful experience. Everyone who took care of us, our wonderful trainers, for their patience and kindness. The trainer in the inmate program, the puppy raisers, Cherry and Bob, for making sure that Elsie was well taken care of. I'd like to thank my husband, who did all the research, who did all the paperwork, all the part that I'm not very good at, so that I could be here. Sophie at home for being able to hold there while I'm here. This is the first time I've traveled since she was born. We've never been apart, so I know that she's missing me, but Sophie, thank you for waiting. I'd like to thank my classmates. I've learned from each and every one of you. I think I've been so fortunate, so lucky. I would like to thank all of you who are here. I hope you know that you make the world a better place. Thank you.
Elsie was raised by Sherry and Bob. Let's invite them up.
Celina, I'm so grateful that Elsie has been matched with you and Sophie. Elsie was the first golden that we raised for GDA after raising 8 labs. We knew early on she was special and thought she'd be especially successful as a partner to an autistic child. She was such an easy and responsive puppy to raise and train, and often was borrowed by other GDA raisers to go into classrooms and elsewhere to be loved and offer great joy and comfort. My husband, Bob, took Elsie to the high school where he worked before semester finals to offer the students some TLC. How appropriate. She was a cuddler with an innate sweetness and always so anxious to please. She responded to her training regime well, and as the reports we received from her trainers in the prison system, written in Elsie's voice, reflected such pride as she learned new skills and behaviors. Our granddaughters are here with us today. Hannah and Maya watched Elsie grow from an 8-week-old ball of fluff to a beautifully behaved young dog. They've been so interested in her subsequent training in college and where she would go upon graduation. We're so glad that they are here with us today to see Elsie graduate and go off with her new family to partner with Sophie. Raising Elsie was an honor and a privilege, something made possible with the help of so many, including Daryl and Andrew, Suzanne and Jeff, and Hannah. Celina, your daughter and your family, I wish so much joy in having Elsie as a member of your family. She was a remarkable puppy to raise and will become a very special part of your family in Toronto.
All right, Elsie was trained at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainer Jesse Allred, and we have a video from them now.
Hello, my name's Allred. This is Elsie. I've had her for about a year now. She's getting ready to graduate. Elsie, focus. She's probably the most adorable, cutest dog you'll ever meet in your life. She is definitely the yard favorite, staff and inmates alike. Everybody loves her. Her favorite thing to do is snuggle. She loves that human body contact. I think she thinks she's human. Maliki. I don't think she knows she's not human.
Next up, I'm going to introduce Jose and veteran service dog Dee Dee. Jose is an Army veteran who participated in combat operations supporting Operation Iraq Freedom and Global War on Terrorism in 2005. He lives in Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico, with his 2 beautiful daughters and his beautiful wife. Let's welcome Jose up.
First of all, I want to thank my puppy raisers, Marisa and her husband, for teaching Didi all the great stuff she had to learn in order to be a great service dog. I also want to thank her trainers in prison for doing a great job with her. Furthermore, I want to thank the trainers here at GDA, Sonia, Nicole, and Sean, for doing an awesome job with us, for making the classes fun, and for having the patience, kindness, and dedication with us. Thank you, Hannah, for making the process as simple as it could be. And GDA and all the donors for providing me with Didi, who I consider to be my lifesaver. Muchas gracias.
Didi was raised by Martiza, if you want to come up now.
As a first-time puppy raiser, I want to thank GDA and TLC for this program. Sorry. this was one of the most fulfilling experiences that myself and my family have been part of. To have this opportunity to be a part of the program so special that gives forward to so many people. We couldn't have asked for a better puppy to be paired with. Didi's been so adaptable and willing to work and give all the love that she can give. I'm so happy that she's going to someone who needs her so much. Jose, you and your family will benefit greatly from what she can give you. From one Boricua to another. I hope you love your journey and adventure with her. And I hope to keep in touch. Thank you.
Didi was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainers Mario Lawson and Jason Beck, and we have a video now from them.
Hi, my name is Mario Lawson, one of Didi's trainers. One of the many things I'm going to miss about Didi is her loving, comforting presence and personality. From the moment we received Didi, we could tell that she was going to make our lives and our jobs a lot easier. Didi is a very energetic dog that loves to work and really enjoys playing. Didi is at her happiest whenever she is interacting with you. I really believe that Didi's true purpose in life was to provide love and comfort and joy to anyone she comes in contact with. And the training that we placed in her was just a plus. My hope is that whoever is lucky enough to be placed with Didi is that you give her all the love and attention that she deserves, and I promise you that she will give it back to you 100-fold. I want to take this time to thank the two people who had a very important role in helping bring Didi to this point. My partner, Mr. Jason Beck here, and Mr. Eddie Diaz. And lastly, I want to thank my wife for all of her love and support throughout my journey. Thank you.
I'm Jason.
All right, next I'm gonna invite up Montana and veteran service dog Sasha. Montana is a U.S. Army veteran who served 6 years in the medical field and now works in aviation for a national defense contractor. Her and her service dog, Sasha, will work as ambassadors to the public to demonstrate how human-animal partnerships can help improve lives and strengthen communities. Let's welcome Montana.
Hello, everyone. My name is Montana Rachels, and this is my service dog, Sasha. She is just an absolutely amazing, amazing presence, and always eager to work and please. Her biggest challenge is sitting still, which is good because so is mine. I like to be on the go and constantly busy, and so I am beyond honored to be paired up with her. And I am truly grateful for all the people that have been involved in making this program possible and bringing dogs like Sasha and the rest of the dogs in our class to folks that, you know, could really benefit from having just a constant presence, especially in those quiet moments. So just from the bottom of my heart to everybody who makes this possible, thank you all so very much.
Sasha was raised by Ron and Julie. So let's invite Julie up now.
First, I guess I should say thank you to Ron because he did most of the dog training. I had a broken ankle for a while, and okay, I had to write it down. Sasha was our second puppy from GDA and our first girl puppy, which we never had a girl dog before, but we're glad we got her. Sasha's a sweet girl, smart and gentle, and Sasha loves children, swimming, and classic rock. Sasha is a great camper, great on road trips, and Sasha's longest road trip was California to Ohio. She slept the whole way, only to get up when we got gas. Sasha is a great camper, great on the road trips. I already said that. But anyway, Sasha has a boyfriend, our first GDA recareered changed puppy, Vito. Sasha and Vito had many naps together on the same dog bed. Sasha was a privilege to raise, and we are very pleased that Sasha's new person is Montana, a veteran. It is our honor to have raised Sasha from 7 or 8 weeks and give her to you, Montana, and thank you for your service.
Sasha was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainer Darren Dennison and Arthur Henderson. We're going to show a video from them now.
Hi, my name is Darren. I'm Sasha's primary trainer. I received Sasha on 20/22/23. She was 1 year, 4 months, and 7 days old. She was pretty curious about her new environment: people, birds, grass, dogs. You can imagine how reactive she was to all these new things. The first thing we do is bond with our dogs so they can know our smell, sound of voice, and facial recognition. This can take several days. Eventually, we begin our training and learn what is asked of her. Name, autofocus, kennel are necessary to begin behavioral training. Then potty area, and eventually loose leash walking. All at the same time, autofocus must be maintained. Once these basic techniques are acquired, we can move on, which we did. My impression of Sasha is she is lovable, willing to please, and if allowed, gives a lot of her affection to you, but is trained to respond to you. I could not have done this alone. I have to thank Art Hernandez, Matt Warren, Frank Lanier, and my fellow trainers on D section and A section who helped Sasha in her development and training. I say thank you to each and every one of them. Thank you for helping me. Sasha has helped me understand my own.
All right, next we have Nate, an autism service dog, Duncan. Nate and Duncan, an autism service dog, will be working together to support COA's emotional and physical well-being. With the help of Duncan, they will be making smoother transitions at home, around town, and while traveling. At home with mom, dad, 3 siblings, and Duncan's support for COA, they will promote a healthier and happier family. Welcome, Nate.
COA, hello from Silmar, California, and thank you everyone so much. This has been an incredibly and overwhelming gift to receive, and this is going to change our family's life. But I promised a fellow classmate I'd give him my extra minute 30 because we only have 2 minutes, so you'll know when we get to him. Thank you. Let's go.
Duncan was raised by Leah. Leah unfortunately couldn't be here today with us, so I'm going to invite up Catherine to read a letter for Leah.
Hi everyone, this is the letter from Duncan's raiser. So it's titled 7 Fun Facts About Raising Duncan. So number 1, I'm sure you all love food, but do you know who else who loves food? Duncan. The first time I saw Duncan was a picture of him being held by one of the puppy nursery staff, and his face was full of food. And as he grew up, he could eat his food in less than 5 seconds. Number 2, every puppy goes home with their raiser with a stuffed toy, and Duncan's stuffed toy was bigger than him. It was his favorite toy. While Duncan was still small enough, my other dog would hold on to the other end and pull him around the house. Duncan thought it was more like a roller coaster ride, so he enjoyed it. Number 3, Duncan loves to swim. The first pool that made him realize he loved water was a small plastic kiddie pool. He loved to blow bubbles with his nose and make splashes in the pool with his paws. And when we actually went to a real pool for the first time, I was trying to teach him how to properly and safely get in and out of the pool, but he kept on trying to run and jump in at full speed instead. Number 4, the first elevator Duncan rode was at Bass Pro Shop, and it went through the fish tank, so Duncan was intrigued by the fish swimming around right next to him. And he was such a good boy that even Bass Pro commented on his Instagram video of how successful he was. Number 5, Duncan grew up with a bunny. He loved to watch the bunny run around and play and always tried to share his toys with the bunny. The bunny himself loved to use the Duncan as an obstacle course when he was running around jumping on Duncan. And number 6, Duncan loved his people. He would follow me everywhere around the house, outside the water, to water the garden, and to the garage to get a snack, and even wait outside the bathroom door. When I came home from school, he would run to me and give me a hug and wag his tail so much his body wagged with it. And last but definitely not least, Duncan was always such a good boy and put a smile on my face. He knew if something was wrong, that if I was sad or upset, he always found a way to make me smile. He loves belly scratches and specifically scratches behind his ear, and it was an absolute honor to raise Duncan. Thank you.
Duncan was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainers Ramon Navarro and Ernesto Ruiz, and we have a video from them.
First of all, I'd like to thank GDA TLC, most notably Miss Maples and Miss Parisi, and to every one of my teammates who all contributed to Duncan's training, including this guy right here. My most memorable moment with Duncan is surely my first one. The moment I met him, I knew that this guy was special. He was so happy to see me, it felt like an instant match. But then as I got to know him, I realized he gets that happy with everybody. In a way, you might say that I helped him get to this point, but what I realize is that Duncan has helped me so much more. This program has allowed me to make amends and has given me hope. Before I applied, I thought I had an idea of the program's purpose, but it's so much more. The impact to the deserving families and individuals who benefit these dogs is indescribable. For that, I am forever humbled and truly thankful for this program.
All right, next is going to be Sheila, an autism service dog, Kato. Sheila is a wife to a disabled Air Force veteran and a mother to a child on the autism spectrum. Henry has been waiting many years for a service dog, and thanks to GDA and Kato, that wait is finally over. Kato will assist Henry with the support he needs to navigate the many challenges that come with life on the spectrum and help promote independence to live a fuller life. Let's welcome Sheila up.
My name's Sheila Carpenter, and I'm from Palmer, Alaska, and I have with me Kato, an autism service dog for my son, Henry. I'd like to thank my mom, my sister, my brother, the rest of my family, and friends that supported us in the beginning of this journey. I'd like to thank GDA, the donors, sponsors, trainers, everyone who helped make this possible. This is an amazing program that changes lives, and I'm so very grateful for Kato and what Kato means for my son. Thank you all for what you do.
Kato was raised by Polly and Emily. Let's invite them up now.
Today, I'm thrilled to be here to celebrate Kato and all the dogs graduating today. I know Kato has changed my life, and I am so proud to have been a part of this program and have had the tremendous honor to raise what I consider to be one of the best boys. I feel so lucky. Because from the very start, Kato was the sweetest and easiest going lab. I grew up around horses where you use the term bomb-proof to describe a horse that is really remarkable. Kato was without a doubt a bomb-proof dog. His laid-back attitude was most apparent on his television debut, where they had to wake him up for his TV debut. Kato has transformed into a remarkable service dog. His gentle nature, unwavering loyalty, and incredible intelligence have made an immeasurable impact on my life, and I am so happy for Henry and the Carpenter family. Today, Kato graduates from the service dog program, and I am forever grateful for the opportunity to share my life with Kato and the joy he brings the world.
Kato was trained at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainers Roman Galafante and Fernando Millsap. And we have a video from them now.
We all took a part of Kato's journey as primaries, and my wish is that Kato will be a beautiful companion for his family.
Yeah, Kato has meant a lot to me personally, and I know to the other gentleman here. He's a very smart dog, a very loving dog, and I'm very excited to see how he progresses in his next part of his life.
I hope the individual who receives Kato is blessed by his presence in their life, and that he fulfills a great purpose for them.
All right, can I get one more big round of applause for our service dog graduates? You did it, guys. Good job. All right, now we're going to move on to our guide dog graduates of class 429. We're going to start off with a slideshow of their experience through class, and Annalise, one of our guide dog instructors, is going to narrate that for you guys.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Annalise, one of the guide dog instructors for this class. For our slideshow, we're going to begin with a group photo of all of our graduates and their dogs. First, we have Ben and his black female Labrador Retriever, Ireland, with myself on their first walk. Next, we have Ben and Ireland cruising down in Pasadena with me in the distance as the team works smoothly together. Now we have Miss Daisy and her pup Laddie on their first walk. And we have Daisy and her boy Laddie working confidently in Pasadena. Next, we have DK, or Dimitris, and his boy, Anza, on their first walk. Here we have Dimitris and Mr. A working in Pasadena. Now we have sweet Miss Donna and her boy, Grizzly, on their first walk. Here we have Donna and her big baby walrus Grizzly working in Lake Balboa. Now we have Fred and his beautiful golden retriever Essex on their first walk. Here we have Fred and his golden boy working at Lake Balboa. Next we have Kevin and his beautiful female Labrador Retriever, Oona, on their first walk. Now we have Kevin and Miss Oona working in Pasadena. Thank you so much. And I'll pass it off to Sean, our lead instructor.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean, and I'm the lead instructor for the guide dog group of class 429. Alongside me this last 21 days is Annalise. She's been working with us every day, working as hard as I, and if not, some days harder. Okay. I'd like to thank you for all your hard work in this class. I'd also like to start off by thanking a couple of the GDL staff, all the staff that helped prepare us to get ready for class. In addition, all of our volunteers for the dorm, they stay with the students over the weekend, allowing us instructors to have a much needed day of rest. And all of our airport transportation people who are going to get up mighty early tomorrow morning and get our students off to the airports in the morning. I thank you guys tremendously. I'd also like to thank our dorm staff, all of our chefs, all of our cleaning crew. They keep the students well fed and well clean, keep their dorm nice and spotless. The last person I'd like to thank is Patty. Patty works for a Ashkenazi development company in San Fernando. They so graciously offer us a space for our students, especially this class, getting out of the heat, but they gave us a spot to where we can house them while we're working our routes in San Fernando. Class 429 joins us from all over the United States. They range from age 29 to 77. 6 of our students here, one of them is getting his second guide dog. One of them is getting her 6th guide dog, and the others are receiving their first guide dogs from Guide Dogs of America. Over the last couple of weeks, each student has learned how to work and manage their dogs independently, are ready to go out on their next life's journey. Therefore, we are here today to graduate these fine 6 individuals and their new partners. Congratulations, class 429. The first student I'd like to introduce is Ben in Ireland. Ireland is a black Labrador Retriever female. Ben is 57 years old from Salt Lake, Utah. He's currently working for the county of Salt Lake City. However, he's hoping to be retired in the next 5 to 7 years so that he can spend more time with his family, friends, and his local hiking trails. Ireland is his first guide dog.
Okay, they shouldn't have gave me a mic. Anyway, I want to say thank you for everybody who gives us eyes. You know, Ireland is my eyes now, so I have Irish eyes. So play the song on the way home. You know, I got a feisty one, and I love her because I'm feisty, and I can't tell you enough. You help me, and I get to help Salt Lake County be what Salt Lake County needs to be. We've got a team. I do have a family that loves me. I have a lot of people who support me, and part of you giving me this beautiful creature that I still cannot see has let me be somebody of freedom. So thank you. You give us the gift of freedom.
Ireland was raised by Julia and Mustasa. They are from the Orange County Puppy Group. Today they're represented by Catherine, who I believe is going to read something.
So this is what Ireland's Razor told me to read. So we got the news that Ireland was graduating as we were about to board a plane for Istanbul. It was bittersweet because we were so proud of her for finding a match, but also that we would be missing her graduation and the significant milestone in her guide dog career. So it was important for us that we send her off with our words to show how much of an impact Ireland has had on our lives. So let's go back to the beginning. In late 2021, we saw a news segment featuring Guide Dogs of America, and it clicked that not only could we help raise a puppy, but we would also be a part of a greater collective that loved dogs as much as we do. It was our first dog ever, and we were equal parts nervous and excited. How hard could it be? We kept telling ourselves in the first few weeks before we picked her up. In mid-May of 2022, Ireland came into our lives, and the notion of mild-mannered pup was quickly corrected. She was an extrovert's extrovert, greeting everyone with such unbridled excitement. She saw everyone as a potential playmate, whether canine or human. She introduced herself to our next-door neighbors who had a French bulldog, and in turn, we became friendly, when before we hadn't said anything but a quick hello. At monthly meetings, we began to see familiar faces who gave us encouragement on getting through the first few months and offered us sympathetic looks when she could not contain her puppy energy. As training progressed and Ireland grew, she quickly picked up new skills and showed us that when her energy was directed towards specific tasks, she could easily excel. It was exciting to see her potential. From helpful trainings with Mindy and enjoying lively Halloween costume parties led by Orange County group leaders Tammy and Joanne, it had been a joy to raise Ireland within this community. When we needed to travel abroad, we were beyond grateful for our puppy sitters, Cindy and John and Kirk and Kelly, and their families for taking Ireland into their home as if she was their own. It truly does take a village. It all started with a tiny black lab that we took home on a whim, hoping to have a furry companion for a brief time. Instead, Ireland gave us so much more: the gift of community and a front row seat to seeing her progress from a lively puppy to a distinguished guide dog. What an honor it has been. We know Ben and Ireland will do great things together.
The next group I'd like to introduce is Daisy and Laddie. Laddie is a Yellow Lab Golden Retriever cross. Daisy is a 27-year-old from Whittier, California. She is currently living with her mother and father and is hopefully starting a graduate school at LMU for creative writing in the future. Daisy stays active through a regular Taekwondo practice and enjoys hiking, movies, and exploring vegan food festival. She is also a frequent participant at the Blind Institution. Laddie is her first guide dog from Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines.
Hi. I'm definitely not tall enough for that. Thank you guys so much for giving me the gift of Laddie. He's my second guide dog, but I like to say he's my first because he has shown me what a guide dog really should be, and that's a testament to everybody at GDA, from the trainers to the puppy raisers who helped him from his first, 9 months or something? I don't even remember. But thank you guys so much for growing him into the dog that he is today. And thank you so much to everybody at GDA, especially like my trainers, my classmates, just everybody who worked tirelessly to help get us ready for this special day. And it's really been such a blessing. And also thank you to my bestie, Dimitris. He's great. And I'm sorry to the trainers for our peanut butter and jelly shenanigans. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for this opportunity. It was really great.
Laddie was raised by Laura from the San Fernando Puppy Group, and Laura.
Morning, everybody. You know, the thing I love most about volunteering here at GDA is that no matter what happens to you, you can always find someone. Whether you're so happy or so frustrated that you just want to give up, somebody's there to listen, celebrate, or talk you down. We make great friends here, whether they're staff members or other volunteers. It's really a great network of support. I want to thank everybody that's helped Laddie and I. So if I miss anyone, be sure that you're all included. I want to thank all the people here in admin roles, the nursery, my fellow Head Start volunteers, puppy department, vet department, the IFT trainers, and our amazing kennel techs who work so hard for us every day. I also owe a great debt to all the other volunteers who give so much of their time, love, and dedication to these pups and this organization. And lastly, and mostly, my friends and family for helping us through all the good times and bad times with Laddie. Most of them were good. Without all of you, I'd not be standing here today, and Laddie and Daisy wouldn't be able to start this life-changing journey together. Laddie was our first puppy. He came to us at 6 months of age, and not long after, we knew this day would come. The best word that I can think of to describe him is solid. He's fearless and determined and smart and wants to go. No matter when or where, he is always ready. He was both literally and figuratively born for this. Daisy, you are so lucky to have been matched with Laddie. You are both incredible and are going to have the most wonderful life together. He's the best partner that you could have asked for. I'm so proud of him and so grateful to have been able to help guide him to you, pun intended. This is his calling, and he will amaze you every day. I wish you all the best. Thanks.
The next group I'd like to introduce is Dimitris and Anza. Anza is a yellow Labrador Retriever cross male. Now D, or as DK, or as I call him DA now that he's got Anza. D is originally from New Orleans and now residing in Austin, Texas. He is currently living alone with and is working for the Hilton Corporation. Dimitri is passionate about Greek food and loves to travel. Most of his family lives in New Orleans. He is bilingual in Greek and is pursuing certification to become an advocate for the blind community. Anza is his first guide dog.
Before I get started on my remarks, there's a lot to say here, but I'm going to try to sum it up and keep it as short as I can because we got to go. I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to those who donate to this outstanding organization, the donors and the volunteers who give countless hours of their time should be recognized. So let's recognize them at this time. Without the donors and without the volunteers, GDA wouldn't be here. They're the backbone. Next, I'd like to extend my deepest appreciation to Russ, Tony, Greg, I know that you're here somewhere, and my instructors and each and every individual here on campus. This is truly, as it's saying Greek, familia. Isaste familia. Y'all are my family. And I can never, ever, ever thank y'all for what y'all have done. It has been what I call a journey, a surreal journey. I'm blessed more than what I really do deserve to have been given the opportunity to attend the greatest guide dog school, in my humble opinion, in the United States, to train with guide dog Anza. The trainers put in a lot of time and dedication. And Elise, I know that you're on your apprenticeship, and like I told you last night, your heart is in the right place, and I wish you nothing but the best. You will do well, and I wish you nothing but success. Let's give Annalise a round of applause. Next, I'd like to thank Chief Sean. That's what I called him, Chief Sean. Sean, it has been truly, truly an absolute pleasure working with you. You have been such a great instructor, and I've enjoyed each and every minute getting to work with you. Thank you for teaching me everything in regards to guide work. Just like you pour your blood, sweat, and tears to making sure that we're trained correctly, I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that me and Anza are going to be a successful team because of your guidance. So let's give Sean a round of applause. To all my classmates, I love each and every one of you. All of you have something to offer. There's a lot of new things when you come through guide dog training. I dealt with the shin splints. Daisy, thank you so much for giving me that cream when I needed it for my shin splint. To your family, you have raised a great daughter, giving spirit, always trying to make sure that everyone's okay. So let's give Daisy a hand. Finally, I'd like to thank my family. Imanamu, my mom, cannot be here because she's in Greece visiting my grandmother. But I'd like to thank her because my mother told me, and I'm going to translate it, Imanamu pustizoisu prepi oti agapas na topalepsis, which means whatever you love, you have to fight for it. And you have to fight for what you want. Para palepsis, you have to to all my GDA folks, this is not a farewell. Like I told Greg and I told everybody who I've met in their administration departments, I will do whatever it takes to recommend people to come to this outstanding organization. I am blessed, like I said. I love each and every one of you. I am here to get my dog, Anza. Anza's going to help me transform my dreams into reality. And to everybody out there, keep your head held high and your harness handled low so you can live the life you want. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Oh. I put a hat on him, so Annalise, can you turn his tassel? I'm going to turn the tassel on his graduation hat. We did it.
Anza was raised by the Hill family. They're from the San Diego Puppet Group. Representing today is Jeremy.
Hi, everybody. know where to start with Anza. You know, they told me not to share any negative stories, which really limited my material, but I will share, without going into details, a couple jokes. I used to tell everybody his full name wasn't just Anza, it was actually Anza No, because that was what we had to say all the time, and that I figured out the real reason they use Goldens in labs was because, you know, of how cute they are, because if you got mad at them and they were uglier, you'd be calling GDA saying, you know, what's the return policy? But you look at that face and you just can't stay mad for long. But I've actually, you know, I've had a while now to think about what I wanted to say today. I turned Anza in April of last year, so he's been here ever since then, training and waiting for Dimitris to get here to take him home to Texas. And what I decided I want to talk about, something I think a lot of people are talking about right now, is the concept of unity and what we can do together. We've heard a lot about politics, right? They say we're more divided than ever. We just can't get along, and we need to start finding common ground and working together to come together. And I think this organization is a great example of that. You know, I took Anza home in January of 2022, so we were just starting to come out of the pandemic, and you know, GDA was still operating under partial COVID protocols. We came in and, you know, they did let us actually go down and meet him. I heard from some people, they said when they picked up their dog, it was like the world's best drive-through. You drove in the parking lot, rolled down your window, and they threw a puppy through the window. But, you know, we got to go down to the kennels, but we still had some protocols in place. We were still masked up, still social distancing, and, you know, when we got him home and started Puppy K, we started on Zoom. And so, you know, we didn't have a lot of time to get to know each other at first. We were a little bit divided as a group. But then, you know, we did the Puppy K and with Mindy, and every week she'd give us our assignment, and she'd tell us, one of us, you know, film a YouTube video and send it into the Zoom call, and we'll look at it, watch it together, and, you know, we all did what you'd expect us to do. We all cheated. I filmed videos like 10 plus times to get them just right and send them in. And then after, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks, somebody finally submitted one, and they said, I'm sorry, this one's not so great. I just have to confess, you all make it look so easy, but I've been having a tough time. And she said, you know, I actually, this is a dog that got career change, so I can share this story, I think. Said, you know, I actually had to put the dog in the crate, and I just went in the bathroom and cried for about 15 minutes before I got in the call. And then we all started confessing, and that, I think, was our first bonding moment as a group, that we, you know, we're all going through the same thing and started getting to know each other. And then eventually, you know, we started meeting in person again. And I got to meet some of my San Diego people who are here today. And so I'll tell you about some of them. Went to my first in-person meeting, and I met, actually before in-person meetings, went to in-person Puppy K. It's at the Fetterman's house. Jennifer, her husband Kevin, their daughter Addison are here today. They raised Anza's sister Aiko, who's a guide in Louisiana right now. And we were in their backyard, and you know, I was nervous to meet them, but as soon as I got there, you know, it was instant connection. Jennifer's been one of my best friends through this whole process. Our dogs were best friends and just really helped me and supported me through all of this, and you know, we did a really good thing together. And then, you know, got to in-person meetings, and that's when I met Janice Chan. She raised Anza's cousin, a golden retriever named Ramen. He was career changed. He made it in for training as a service dog, but decided he was much happier at home with Janice. But she was kind of like the one we looked at and said, you know, if she's sticking with it, we can do it too. Because Ramen, the first time I met him, she was in like an office chair that spun, and she's holding onto his leash, and next thing you know, she's just spinning around the room. And we said, if, you know, she's sticking with it, we can do it too. And then I met other people today, like Sue Munns, our area leader. She has raised a number of dogs, including Nugget, who was Anza's dad, and was always there for us whenever we needed her. Drove puppy Ubers, you know, would pick up medication, call her anytime you needed puppy sitting, she'd get it arranged for you. Just a really kind and selfless woman. And I met Jude Litzenberger, who raised Anza's brother, Archer. He was unfortunately career changed with a minor medical issue, but he was another great dog, and Jude was another big ally of mine. Jude was a Navy woman turned lawyer who now in retirement, you know, works to advocate for the homeless and veterans and help them with anything she can. Just another very selfless person. I consider myself lucky to have gotten to go on this journey with all of them. And so I just wanted to thank them and thank everybody here. You know, that's involved with the process, the trainers, the staff, the volunteers, the donors, the inmates, the Girl Scouts, anybody who had anything to do with this process. You know, you look around this room, there's a lot of different backgrounds represented. You know, you've got men and women, young and old. I'm sure there's Democrats, Republicans, you know, different religions, but we all rally around these dogs, and, you know, together we did a really great thing. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who was on this journey with me. And last thing I'll say, Dimitris, I was pretty nervous and sad when I had to give Anza away, shed a lot of tears, but when I met you, that all went away. How could you not like that guy, right? And so, you know, Anza was my best friend for about 15 months, and I'm very excited that he's going to be your best friend going forward. And to everybody that got a dog today, I hope they help you with, you know, whatever issues you're dealing with, and I hope they open up your world and bring new people into it and help you form new bonds just like they did for me. So thank you.
Next student I'd like to introduce is Donna and Grizzly. Grizzly is a male Labrador Retriever. Donna is 77, residing in McCammon, Idaho. She lives in a rural area with her husband, where they take care of farm animals and she tends to her gardens. Donna is a true outdoor enthusiast, as Donna enjoys fishing, camping, hiking, and traveling to visit with her friends and family. She is a proud mother of 2, proud stepmother of 2, and has 13 grandkids and 5 great-grandkids. When she's not doing her outdoorsy stuff, Donna does love baking for her fellow religious group.
I'm going to cry already. My name's Donna, and I'm just so happy to be here. Like Sean said, I've had 6 guide dogs. This is my 5th dog from this school. This school, GDA is terrific. I want to thank Russ and Tony and their assistants for all the work they do here. And the beautiful rooms that we have now. I've seen the change from the last time I was here. I'd like to thank all the staff, Greg, for getting me here, and Tony, for the chef and all his assistants and all the great food that we had, just everyone that makes this school run. I'm really happy with Grizzly, and I just think that we're going to have a great time. I'd like to thank the people who raised him, Bob and Gwen. They're super people. I'm really anxious to get home and get started on our new routes. And our first job that Grizzly's really going to enjoy because he loves people. We are greeters at our church, and he's just going to love that job. So thank you very much.
Grizzly was raised by Gwen and Bob. They are from the Pasadena Puppy Group and represented today by Gwen.
First of all, congratulations to all of today's graduates, especially Donna and Grizzly. My husband Bob and I were lucky enough to be Grizzly's puppy raisers. He was our 4th GDA pup and one of the easiest pups we've gotten to raise. We had a lot of help, both from the staff at GDA and the other volunteer puppy raisers who helped us out as puppy sitters when we traveled and were unable to take Grizzly with us. A special thanks to Sheila Treston, our area leader, and to Sepulveda Building Materials Charity Golf Tournament, which was Grizzly's sponsor. Grizzly was able to go with us on our travels from time to time. One of his and our favorite destinations is Idaho.
We have a family mountain cabin in the central part of the state, and we drove there with Grizzly 3 times. He loved the smells, the forest, and snoozing by the pot-bellied stove that heats the place. How appropriate, then, that his new home will be in Idaho with Donna. Donna and Grizzly are a good match in other ways. Grizzly loves children, so he will enjoy Donna's grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Among Grizzly's happiest days were the days that we visited schools in South Pasadena. He loved being adored and patted by all of the kids. He is also affectionate, so Donna will never wonder if he loves her. When he was still quite young, we took him to the GDA booth at the Pasadena Wiggle Waggle Walk. Grizzly was designated as the dispenser of puppy kisses to all who want a puppy kiss when they spun the wheel in the GDA booth. He enthusiastically dispensed scores of kisses that day. It's heartwarming to see that little pup with the worried face has grown into a wonderful guide. He still occasionally has a furrow in his brow, but his overall demeanor is happy and loving. We wish him and Donna much happiness and many adventures in the days to come. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Fred and Essex. Essex is a golden retriever. Fred is 77 from Menifee, California. He is an Air Force veteran and a former trackside photographer with a passion for cars, a proud father of 3 boys and 4 grandkids. Fred is a longtime volunteer for the Long Beach Grand Prix and contributes as a car journalist. Essex is Fred's first guide dog.
Well, hello everyone. I'd like to say thanks to family and friends that are both here live and live streaming. I also want to thank my classmates, the folks sitting over here. Donna, I think I've got you by a couple of weeks. Also want to say thanks to my puppy raiser and the trainers that we worked with. I think you'll be hearing from my puppy raiser shortly. Turns out we've got a lot in common, some common friends. I'd also like to extend my thanks to GDA and the folks here. He's a little curious, so he was checking out if there was any food in here. Again, thanks to the folks at GDA, particularly Greg, who was my first point of contact about 2 years ago. Also to the folks that trained this guy. I've met a couple of you. We had a lot of fun, and I especially want to thank Annalise and Sean. These two are rock stars, so can we give it up for them? Sean, I'm going to toss the mic back to you.
Essex was raised by Bobby Bass. She is from the Long Beach Puppy Group. Representing Bobby.
Hello, I had the pleasure of raising Essex, and I just wanted to let you know a little bit about Essex. If I could describe Essex, I would say show off. He is such a good dog, but he does like to show off, and I have an example. GDA, they have puppy raisers after puppy kindergarten, when they learn all their basic commands, they have us go to an outside training class. And the outside training class that I had picked had a makeshift barrier for the puppy raisers because it was under construction. So during the socialization hour for all the puppies, Essex found his way outside the barrier, and the instructor was going rampant and trying to get outside the barrier, and I quickly called Essex, told him to come, and he came barreling back, right back for me, ran into me because he was coming back so fast, and he looks up as if to say, "You called?" So, he's a great boy, and as Fred had mentioned, it's such an amazing job how much GDA tries to pair everybody with the right matches, and you know, I had somebody tell me that Essex was a car in the 1920s, and it's so fitting that Essex is now with Fred, who is a huge car enthusiast. So I really do wish Essex and Fred all the best, and I'm very, very proud of Essex. Thank you.
Now, last but not least, we have Kevin and Oona. Oona is a Yellow Labrador Retriever Golden Cross. Kevin is 60, living in the Bell, California, his entire life. A retired correctional worker and a bit of a gym enthusiast. Kevin is now partnered with his second guide dog from Guide Dogs America, Tender Loving Canines. He enjoys spending time with the Braille for fun and living with his, and he is currently living with his dad and sister, while the rest of his family resides in the Bell area and Nevada.
Well, I'm glad everybody waited for me. I'm the last one. And today is Oona's birthday. This is probably the biggest birthday she'll ever have. I'd like to say thank you to Jamie. I wouldn't be here without Jamie. Sean and Elise, they do a good job. They got a good team going. They work good together. All my classmates, been fun. That's a nice word. But thank you to everybody. This is my second dog, and I would recommend anyone to come here. So thank you, guys.
Oona was raised by Britt. He is from the South San Diego group. Today is represented by Sue.
Well, I hope Britt's up in Northern California living now, and I hope that he's tuning in to see a day that he thought was never going to happen. And he's a little shy, so he submitted some words from his family for me to read today. Britt was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who began his adventure as a puppy raiser while he was still a student at University of San Diego. Raising Oona gave Britt a renewed sense of purpose and a strong sense of community. Oona was his first dog, and the bond they formed was truly special. People often ask Britt, "How could you give her up?" His response was always heartfelt. Oona was born to do a job, and he was excited to see her fulfill her purpose. Britt is incredibly proud of Oona and thrilled that she has been matched with Kevin. We are all grateful for his dedication to Oona's journey and wish them both the best of luck in the future. And congratulations to the rest of the graduates today.
Again, I would like to thank or congratulate all of class 429. You're ready to go out and explore the world independently with your new partners. Good luck and Godspeed, guys. And last, I'd like to introduce Catherine to come up and say the final words.
Okay, last time, I swear, you won't have to hear from me anymore today. But class 429, you are dismissed. And so I want to formally introduce myself. My name is Catherine Jewell. I'm the puppy program coordinator. And so I wanted to take a moment to talk about the vital role of puppy raisers in our organization. Puppy raisers are truly the backbone of what we do here. Without them, we would not be able to fulfill our mission. Puppy raisers take on the incredible responsibility of raising one of our puppies from 8 weeks to around 18 months of age. During this time, they teach these puppies basic obedience, provide a loving home, and expose them to a variety of experiences to help build their confidence and prepare them for their future as service dogs. If you felt a spark of interest or a pull towards puppy raising during today's graduation, I encourage you to attend one of our puppy orientations. These are held right here on campus in the VEC, which is where we're at. And we have one today, actually, right after graduation that starts at 12:30. So if you want to stick around, you can have that. Attending an orientation is a fantastic way to learn about what's involved in puppy raising and is the first step to becoming an approved puppy raiser. If you can't make it to today's orientation, don't worry. We host orientations twice a month, and the next one coming up will be on September 14th. You can sign up to attend on our website under the events section. These orientations are always open to the public, so even if you don't sign up in advance, please feel free to stop by and learn more. Additionally, we'll be offering tours of our campus right after this. So if you're interested, please meet under the big wisteria trellis. It's right out here. There's Monique, and she'll be your tour guide for today. And so our next graduation will be October 26th. Thank you all for being a part of today's graduation. Whether you're here in person or joining us online, hi Mom, we truly appreciate you being here to celebrate with Class 429. Congratulations again to all the graduates, and thank you.